Hey Summit Daily viewers, this is Antonio Olivero, sports and outdoors editor with the Summit Daily News. Checking in with our final Bootprints hiking guide of the year. The snow's held off, the weather's all right, and we're here on the dirt road leading up to Quandary Peak. Figured for the Bootprints guide, even though you guys may watch this and may not be able to hike Quandary this fall, considering winter is coming, figured we'd do it. Might as well round off. I think we've done 15 hikes through the summer and into the fall, all across the county of different ability levels, and figured Quandary kind of got to do it, especially if Mother Nature and God blesses us with some extra time. So starting here around 11,000 feet, here's the dirt road. After parking our car, we're hiking up to access the Quandary Peak Trailhead. Should be about 3,000 feet of elevation gain. It's gonna be steep. I've done it once before. There are crowds, not crazy crowds, but see how it goes today. Take it slow and steady, but hopefully just enjoy one final weekend of a hint of summer, high alpine life hiking before we hit the high alpine for skiing. Check back in with you guys a little bit higher up on the trail. Might have spoken a little too soon on the crowds as we reach the Quandary Peak Trailhead sign. There are vehicles all around. I parked further down, kind of in the normal parking area, but there's vehicles all around here, as you can see. So as we reach the trailhead sign, you can see Summit County Open Space has helped hikers out a little bit with that arrow pointing to bear left. So we're going to do so up the road here, and we should reach the trailhead shortly. Just a short while later, up the road, as you can see, there are no age limits or maximums on the Quandary Peak Trail. That little bugger's got the best seat in the house as he's going up to 14,000 feet. The trail breaks off at left from the road, and from here, be pretty clear sailing all the way up. As we hike through a little bit of a flatter pitch here, as you can see behind me, we've gained, since I started recording my track a little bit before the Quandary Peak Trailhead sign proper, a little over 500 feet, nearing 600 feet through 0.8 miles. Now at about 11,400 feet, I'll swing around to give you guys an idea of just how well sculpted this trail is. And that's why I was saying smooth sailing before. You know, the trail, you're not gonna lose it. It's gonna be pretty easy to keep track of. That being said, when I say smooth sailing, certainly not referring to difficulty, as the sign that greets hikers as they begin at the Quandary Peak Trailhead says, there are no easy 14ers. No matter what you've heard about Quandary, no matter what you've heard about this hike, it's not easy for anyone. So just a heads up, even though you may be hearing that, and yes, I'm sure, yeah, it's easier than maybe some 14ers that you may have hiked before. None are easy, don't underestimate it. And like I said, be ready for a punch straight in the face in terms of elevation gain over the first mile or so, approaching 700, 800 feet. Check out the work done by Colorado 14ers Initiative. They've put in years worth of work here on the Quandary Peak East Ridge Trail. We're about 1.6 miles into the hike from our starting point. We're just under 12,000 feet. And since the trailhead, we've gained just over 1,000 feet. It's only gonna get steeper from here. You continue to see the work CFI has done on this trail. The talus has become a little loose, but pretty much a stair step here through much of this hike. We're exactly an hour into the hike at about 12,300 feet as we reach the tippy top of tree line and alpine vegetation. Again, it's taken about an hour to go about 1.8 miles at a solid pace. And up ahead, you can see the crowds flocking to this 14er, the most popular 14er in Colorado. everyone headed to the same place. That's the summit of Quandary Peak, that left. 2.1 miles and 1,800 feet of elevation gain into the hike. Right above us, we got some kind of a motorized parasailer. I don't want to stare straight at the sun, but here he comes, and that's that noise up above. So, shout out to that guy for doing something pretty wild. As you can see the moon up in the distance there. It's quite the high alpine adventure for that gentleman or woman. Up at about 12,700 feet. You can see the route we have left. Again, I believe we're 2.1 miles into the hike and gained about 1,800 feet. Okay, reached a bit of a reprieve here. We've gained about 2,300 feet over 2.5 miles to give you an idea of not only how steep the climbing's been the whole way, but how steep the climbing's been the last mile or so. About another 1,000 feet as we reach this false summit. I'm going to pan around to the true summit of Mount Quandary Peak. We're at about 13,200 feet at the moment. About 1,000 more feet to go. As you can see, the line of hikers scaling the 14er straight ahead. And in the comments section, let me know, guys, what's your opinion on music on the trails? We just walked through 2 concerts. One guy was playing a rave. The other guy was playing Grateful Dead St. Stephen. Love me some Grateful Dead. Love me some music, but curious what the opinions are in the comments section. For what it's worth, my opinion, if you're on a hike and a trail on your own, there's nobody around, I'm kind of cool with playing music. Although you might want to be careful of, wildlife and things that could be around the bend if you're drowning out the natural sound. But if you're on a crowded hike like this, I mean, look how many people are on this hike. Playing music from a boombox hanging from your backpack, I mean, I love music, but have some common courtesy, goodness. Anyway, see if we have a concert on our hands at the top as we're ready for this push. All right, here we go. Up at about 13,200 feet. We got another 1,000 feet to go to the summit. Oh, Nelly, a quandary crusher I am not. It's an homage to the unofficial community run up this mountain that many Summit County locals, especially in Breckenridge, engage in annually. Looking at just under 3 hours from Trailhead to Summit, 2 hours and 55 minutes. We've gained 3,300 feet, over 3.3 miles. Just pretty much textbook for a steep hike, 1,000 feet per mile. Just under 14,200 feet, approaching what should be a crowded summit of Quandary Peak. Hiking up on the East Ridge. Looking north. Some of the iconic peaks in the 10-mile mosquito range in view. Looking back east, grazing towards those twin peaks on the Continental Divide. Mount Baldy, there's Black Powder Pass. And a few more neighborhood 14ers looking south. And as I mentioned, 14er crowds. Check back in with you guys at the summit. Here are the crowds at the summit of Quandary Peak. Give a shout out to this little bugger. What a champion. He's spitting up, but he made it. Good job, buddy. All right. Congrats, Mom and Dad. Oh, best seat in the house he had as we approach the summit. Whew. Looking west now. A little bit of a party here at the peak. Go Pack, go. Oh, beautiful views. Looking straight out, you can see the triangle pyramid-like summit of Mount Elbert, the highest point in Colorado, second highest point in the continental United States. Mount Massive to the right. It's beautiful up here. Looking back to the northeast, you can see the town of Breckenridge down below. And here we are, the summit markers.